trade unions.
Okay.
So trade unions, I said, employees generally share many of the same interests, such as improving their pay, having a pleasant environment in which to work, being treated fairly by the employer, being given proper training, and working in a safe environment. Forming a trade union is a way of helping employees to achieve improvements in these different aspects of their employment. A trade union is a type of pressure group. So a trade union is a group formed by workers to protect the interest of workers. Group formed by workers to protect their interest in terms of employment, in terms of fair treatment, in terms of conducive environment, whatever their situation, whatever their interest might be, to protect it, they have to be through the trade union because it's a pressure group and they are so strong. So why do we call them pressure group? We call them pressure group because they can change opinion. They can influence decisions of government, of employers. That's how strong they are. They can influence decisions. So effect of employees being union members, like employees being a trade union member. When the person starts work, they may be asked by someone who represents a trade union if they want to join. If the worker decides to join the trade union, they will pay an annual subscription, a yearly fee. So before you can become a member of trade union, you have to pay. It is not compulsory.
Before you go, okay.
It's not mandatory for you to be a trade union member. That's why they said before, as soon as you have a job, they will ask you, a trade union member would ask some of their ESCOs. As soon as you have a job, a trade union member can ask some of their ESCOs. They might ask you if you want to be part of a trade union. So it is not mandatory, it's not compulsory for you to be a member. So if you accepted to be a member, that means you have to pay the subscription fee. That means the yearly fee, the annual fee that you want to become part of them. So like I said earlier, a trade union is a pressure group that is formed by workers to protect the interest of workers. So it's not compulsory to become part of them, but if you think you want your interest to be protected by a pressure group, you can be part of them.
Okay.
So
you have to.
So what benefit does the employee receive in exchange for paying their subscription? It varies from union to union, but generally includes many of the following benefits. So if you are part of a trade union member, what are the benefits of being part of a trade union member? Number one, strength in numbers when negotiating with employers. Because they are a group of people that have come together. You know, they used to say, united we stand, divided we fall.
Yeah.
So because they are united, large numbers of people coming together to have the same voice. It's so big, it's so huge. So this number, it's also a sort of pressure to employers. So employers don't have any other choice than to listen to them. Did you get the point here?
Yes.
So that was the first point. The second advantage, improved conditions of employment. For example, rates of pay, holidays, and hours of work. So if you are part of their members, it means they can change your working condition, your employment condition, in terms of the hours you work. If you have to get more pay on that, the holidays you are supposed to get that they are not giving to you. So whatever situation that is attached to employment can be changed positively, can be improved because you are a member. They will do anything for you as a member. The third advantage, improved environment where people work, for example, health and safety, noise, eating. So they make the working environment to be conducive. That means to be ideal, to be the ideal working environment.
Yes.
So as a member, if you think the office environment is not ideal, you can report to the trade union, and the trade union will take it up. Yes. And discuss that and negotiate that with your employers. Input benefits for members who are not working because they are sick, retired, or have been made redundant. So as soon as employee and a member is made redundant, or is sick, or is retired, they ensure that whatever benefits he deserves, he gets them. They're going to fight for him or her because he's part of the members.
Yes.
Improved job satisfaction by encouraging training. So they also train their members. You know, there are organizations too, so they can also train their members. So which is good. Advice and or financial support if a member thinks that they have been unfairly dismissed or made redundant, have received unfair treatment, or have been asked to do something that is not part of their job. So if sometimes employers, they act out of contracts. So if these things happen to you, if your employers abuse you in terms of what they give to you, in terms of your employment situation, or if you are being treated unfairly, you can take the case to your members, to the trade union, and they will fight for you. Benefits that, I think that is clear.
Yeah.
Benefits that have been negotiated or provided for union members, such as discounts in certain shops, provision for sporting facilities or clubs. Because you're part of a trade union member, you know, trade union members, trade union, they fight for the right of workers. As a result, they have public votings. So because, for example, let's talk about the Libyan National Union, the Libyan National Union, if there is one.
Yes.
Because they fight for the rights of workers, they might be given discounts. So anybody that belongs to that group might be given discounts from different businesses. So because you are part of the members, because you are part of that group, you enjoy whatever benefit is given to those members. So whatever benefits you get, whatever benefits the trade union gets, you also be part of it. Did you get what I'm saying here?
Yeah.
Like we have the Nigerian Union. Let me use we have the Nigerian Labour Congress. It's Nigerian Union or the Nigerian Labour Congress. It's for the union. It's a union. So they fight not just for members alone, they fight for workers generally. So if different companies give them, different benefits because of what they do, any member would benefit from such benefits too.
Why?
So another advantage is that trade unions often meet government officials to influence policies. So the trade union, trade unions, another benefit is that trade unions often meet government officials to influence policies for the benefit of workers. So trade union, because they are pressure group, they can influence government decisions too.
Government?
Yeah, they can influence government decisions. For example, they might negotiate for minimum wage increase. Minimum wage is the amount you have to pay to workers nationally. It's national minimum wage. So the trade union can influence it. The government should increase it. That's the point. The more secure employment where there is a closed shop. Trade union, as soon as some companies closes down, members might be given a new job.
That's temporary unemployment.
Yeah, no, this is not basically temporary. What I'm saying here is this: some company, your company might close down. Yeah, so if it closes down, what happens to the members, employees that are members of the trade union? They might be able to get a job in the trade union.
Like from close to their trade union.
Yeah, they might be able to get jobs there. Do you get the point?
Yeah.
So go to the problems, sir. What are the problems of being a trade union member? Number one, it costs money to be a member. So for you to be, you have to pay subscription fee. So it's expensive. It's not just a token. It's expensive to be one. Workers will be required to take industrial action, even if they don't agree. So in as much as you are part of the members, in as much as you belong to that group, whenever there's industrial action like strike, you have to partake. You have to be there. You have to take part because you're a member. Even if you don't agree, even if you don't want to, as long as you are part of the members, you don't have any other choice than to do whatever they want you to do.
Yeah.
If not, you might lose your membership. And you wouldn't want to lose your membership because you pay a lot of money to be there.
Yeah.
Trade unions can have both advantages and disadvantages for employers too. So what are the advantages of trade union to employers? Number one, they can help improve communication between workers and management. You know, they act on behalf of employees that are members. So that means because they constantly see the employers, discuss with employers, negotiate with employers, that might reduce the gap between the employers and employees. So now that they are the mouthpiece of the employees, so whatever employees have in mind to say through the trade union, they say it. So that means the relationship between employers and employees might improve in terms of communication. You know, most of the time employees might feel reluctant to say things to their employer directly.
So they're like the middleman.
Yeah, they are the mouthpiece.
Yeah.
Do you understand? So yeah, middleman. They are the middleman between the employers and the employees. But you know, sometimes employees they might not feel safe to say things. They might think saying things, certain things might make them to lose their job. As a result, they don't want to say things. But through the trade union, employers would not know the exact employee that has said so. So they are just going to come up with what has been said by their members without mentioning the name of the employee that says it. But they are fighting for all members. So that means the communication process between employers and employees might improve. Do you get the point now? So the second problem about trade union members is that wages are likely to be higher, added to business costs when many employees are trade union members. The advantage is that it brings about improvement in communication between employers and employees. But the problem is that it increases the cost for employers. Why? Because trade union will always continue to negotiate high wages for their members.
Yes.
So if the employers continue to say yes, that means they will continue to pay high salary to members. Then that increases their cost.
If not, they're going to do a strike.
Industrial action.
Yeah.
That will increase their cost. Is trade union clear?
Yes.
Any question about it? Is that all about trade union?
Yeah, I think so. That's all.
Okay.
Yeah, that's all.